Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TBN Week 4 recap presented by BGM, myself, Paul Tassett. How are we doing this evening?
Much better than last week. Finally got what we needed from the boys, but it was a close call for me against Bergen. Some close calls across the league. We'll dive into it, but a lot of great action this week in the league.
Let's get right into the top headlines. Wake the fuck up, everybody. I mean, there were so many points scored this week, and when I checked to see how everyone's teams did, everybody had like at minimum like 70 points on their bench. It was disgusting. We'll get into that eventually, but I just like if everybody if this was a best ball league, if everyone knows what those are, like everybody would have like 140 plus. It was insane. But the number one, the ESPN number one curse strikes again. Sorry, Eric, but it's just how the cookie crumbles. Uh, Rookie RBs are starting to come alive. Genty, Hampton, Scatabo, Judkins, Marks, and Harvey, they're all starting to figure out like, hey, we can play football. Like, welcome. Neighbors, I mean, that dude is dead. We probably won't see him until 2026, like halfway through that season. Wandale, Scattaboo, and Slayton, their stock improves. Tyreek's knee, I mean, that dude left it in Hard Rock. Is probably done. I think it just got confirmed like an hour ago that he is done. It's nothing like so serious, but he won't play for the rest of the year. So Waddle, Achan, and Waller, their stock and production goes. And then Ashton finally gets his win and avoids the 0-4 start. So congrats to you, man. Like finally, like the world is at peace now. So without further ado, let's get into the first matchup. Paul versus Berg. Sabrina taking on Miss Mahmood. I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight Quentin Johnston here. I finally got him across all my leagues now. Just I super much was ready. I believed in him. Last year, couldn't catch a football. Look at him now. He's like top 10 in fantasy across the board. Great trade with Keaton. I'd like to highlight that as well. I think that should put me in contention for the Muff Award early. But Jefferson, welcome back. Finally learned how to play football again. Not really his fault. Carson Wentz a little bit better than McCarthy, I think. But it's like comparing Muff to Greg. So what do you do? But welcome back. Drake London and Penix, though. That finally worked out for Berg. And then he got a Buka highlighting it. So it
Mhm.
was a close. I honestly did not feel very good about it until the end. But that was a great matchup. I was happy with it. Finally got some consistency from my big four with Irving, ETN, another trade piece with Keaton, Johnson, and JJ. So happy from that. Not really happy with the rest of my lineup. Gonna need some more help, excuse me, from there. But I got it done luckily. Bergen had some good guys. Pittman, Ibuka, London, Penix, kind of McBride, but you want better from him.
Mhm.
Neighbors, sorry, Berg. I mean, we were talking about it. He's probably kind of screwed. I mean, Ibuka or Pittman can go into the neighbor's position, but I don't know who's going to fill in that flex. I mean, Gainwell, you just hate to see that. So sorry about that, Berg. Kind of dogged on him last week, but Gainwell got the start now, but he was on Berg's bench. So you just hate to see that happen. It was a close matchup, so I'm not going to toot my own horn too much, but much needed win for Team Sabrina.
Um, when you were saying that it was you didn't feel good about up until the end, I mean, there was a point in time at like after the noon slate and the afternoon slate, like going into Sunday night football, you were like favored to lose by like 10 points or something stupid like that, just because ESPN's awesome like that. And then it just didn't, it ended up not mattering at all. Like, because the games were done. I don't know what ESPN was doing when I checked, because all these games were done before Sunday night football. And it said you were favored to lose. And then like an hour later, it like figured itself out. But one thing that I was talking about in the headlines was that fucking Berg had like, I'm trying to do the quick math, like at least 65 points on his bench. I mean, if everybody was paying attention, we had the first international game, and those games are always early in the morning. If everybody paid attention, Warren, we would all know that Warren was out and Gainwell would have got the start. I mean, that would have been an easy start for me, but I mean, what can you do? You can't just predict neighbors dying on the field. Like no one expects that. But oh, I feel bad for Bergen. Benson sucked. Chuba sucked. Darnold mid. I mean, everyone else did fine. Like that's what you want. And then for your team, Paul, like everybody came to play besides Jawan Johnson, pretty much. And I still don't understand how Keon Coleman gets a start, but I guess he's all you got right now. So,
I'm just
but
trying to
yeah,
find some consistency. Keep starting him. I know once I bench him, he'll go off, so I'm just trying to
right,
squeeze a little more out of him. I will
right.
say for Berg, though, finally sitting the Ridley Ward duo,
Hmm.
step in the
Thank
right
God,
direction.
dude.
I don't know what was happening there, so there you go. 0 points for the Titans, though, so I think that should be stayed put if I'm Berg.
Just, I mean, what can you say? You played the better defense, so we'll go on that. So, congrats to you. Welcome back to relevancy. We'll hope to see you in the
Thank you, thank you.
playoffs. All right, Keaton versus Hoos. ETN taking on Husker. I mean, I don't really know what to say besides Hoos just is the overall better team here. Like it's just from the very noon slate to the end of the Monday night games, just dominating the whole time. I mean, the only thing I will criticize on Hoos's team is that Lamar is now hurt. I forgot to mention that, but I think everybody can read the news here. Um, Even without him, he'll be fine because he has Kyler and he can start Rodgers. But I mean, top to bottom, Genty finally, welcome back, dude. Like this is what everybody was trying to, predict coming into the year. Brees Hall, average, welcome. JSN, good enough to get a job done. Sutton, love it. I mean, that's tight. Let's receiver one level stuff. Warren, he's the Brock Bowers of last year. I mean, there's no stopping that dude. The only thing that kind of pisses me off is Higgins. I mean, that dude's gonna suck for the rest of the year. I mean, he literally has Greg throwing him the football, but that shouldn't matter when you have Genty, Hall, JSN, Sutton, Warren. I mean, that's a good enough core in itself. And then as long as Kyler shows up every Sunday, you'll be fine. And then Keaton, like it was just an unfortunate week. You just had a lot of guys that just didn't really want to play. Like the Derrick Henry trade, let's revisit that. Like that dude sucks now. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he is not Derrick Henry that we all know and love. Ricky Pearsall, dude's fucking awful. I mean, he also has Greg throwing him the ball. Brock Purdy sucks. DJ Moore, terrorist. Njoku, terrorist. Everyone else though is good. Like you have a good lineup. They just very inconsistent and just unfortunate. I mean, that's why you're 1-3 guy. But the one guy I do want to mention is Hampton. I'll stop glazing everybody, but the rookies showed up this week in this matchup, and who's just squeaked it out a little bit more. Just overall the better team here.
Yeah, Hampton stepped up big time. Good performance, but just a little bit outmatched by Janty. So I don't know, Keen. Good step in the right direction, but you still need some more if you want to have a playoff hunt. Haven't lost faith completely yet, but 1-3 is not what you want to see at all. So
Mhm.
I believe in him, but it's dwindling.
I mean, he made the right move. Like the trade that you guys happened, I'll just rattle it off here really quick. It was um, Derrick Henry, Jameson Williams, and Zach Ertz for Travis Etienne and Quentin Johnston. I mean, I think both ends won. Like, there's not a really weak spot to that. The only thing I will say is if Derrick Henry continues to fucking only get, I don't know, less than 11 points a game, like that's going to be really, really unfortunate for you, Keaton. But I mean, Hampton, he's going to be producing like this for the rest of the season. So I'm not worried for you yet. But if you do lose next week, that I would sound the alarms again and make another move. So, Hoos, congratulations. I mean, no one's surprised here. You're an animal. We all know it. Just congrats to you, Buck. So, any final thoughts or
Nah,
all right.
you hit it. So let's keep the show on the road. Hey,
Next one, Erskine. I mean, I don't know how this happens every week, man. Like Kine's in the toilet bowl every week. The preseason favorite, just fucking Greg's every week. I mean, his team is awful now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just keep it blunt. Like this team is dog shit. Everyone but Josh Allen is a fucking terrorist. I don't know how the you decided to go with these guys anymore. Like, you got to just throw the whole team away, kind. I'm sorry. Like, Chase Brown, like, yay, he scored 10 points. Yay, yippee. Brian Thomas, yay, 10 points. Yay. Like, it's awful, dude. This is terrible. And then you just give a cupcake win to Erks. I mean, Erks' team is good. It's not that good. I'll be honest with that. Like, I mean, the only thing that I like about Erks' team is Judkins. I mean, that dude's going to be a fucking animal for the rest of the year and probably his career. Say Flowers. I mean, he's a good flex. I mean, Jamar Chase. I mean, no one would have told me, or excuse me, if you told me that he would be, what is he, receiver 18 by the end of week 4, like, wow, man. Like, that's unfortunate. Dobbins, good for you, Erks. AJ Brown, that dude's probably going to get traded IRL within a while. I mean, that dude's throwing a tantrum in the Eagles office if anyone cares about that in real life. Henderson, welcome to fantasy, I guess, 12 points, but just a gross matchup. I don't really want to keep talking about it. It's fucking awful. Kine, your team sucks. Erks, congrats.
yeah, you took the buzzwords right there. Toilet bowl and cupcake is what I was thinking coming into this. I love Erks, but second lowest score in the league, and he finds a win. That's the most cupcake 3-1 I think I've ever seen. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Then you want to talk about disgusting. 89. 89 points. You see Brian Thomas in your top three there, and you think that might be promising until you see it's barely double digits. Gross, man. Kyan, your team is fucked. That's all you can say. I believe you said trust when you picked Josh Allen in the draft. Great pick, I guess, but look at the rest of that squad. I mean, three guys, I guess four, if you count Strange, with double digits, barely getting 10. Otherwise, I mean, Mooney getting the start is horrible. I don't know how Darnell Mooney is starting. You could throw basically anyone else in there, and I would say it's better than Darnell Mooney, in my opinion. Devontae Smith disappointing. Jacoby Myers just not great. Maybe the worst running back group in the league right now. I'm
It's
disgusted.
not even it's not even a debate. This is the worst running back room I've probably ever seen by this guy. I mean, I was glazing the fuck out of Kine preseason, and then this happens. Like, whoa. Chase Brown, fucking Krosky Merritt, who else? Zach Charbonnet, Kyle Monungai. I mean, just what the fuck, dude? Like, other thing I will say though, you did have Dak on your bench. Why the fuck is he not starting over Trevor Lawrence? We told you this last week and probably every other week before that. Everybody knows it's Dak. Well, it was CD, Javante, Jake Ferg, and that's it. That's the only thing that they got. Like, Dak has to literally carry the Cowboys. He's probably gonna finish top 10, probably top 12 in fantasy this year. You have to start him if you even want a chance to even win a matchup because this team is awful, kind. Like, I know you were saying Josh Allen's on the block. Well, then let's fucking see it. Let's put the money where your mouth is because right now the money's going to somebody else that's not you. So Erks, I mean, whatever, man. Congrats. You're 3-1. You're in the playoffs. Like, big whoop. We'll see you next week. So I don't want to look at this shit anymore. It's awful.
I will also add Chase, wide receiver 18, but it doesn't feel like it. That's pretty inflated by his week two, I think 30
Mhm.
plus points. So
Yeah,
otherwise, he's just been terrible.
I think without that big 30 bomb, I think he, no joke, doesn't have a fantasy matchup over 10 points. And I'll double
No.
check right now. Yeah, he doesn't. So outside of week two, besides the 36.5, week one, 4 points. Week three, 9 points. Week four, 7 points. Terrorism. Awful. Gross. Irks, kill him. I don't know. Do something else. But I'm sick of it. Okay, my matchup. I mean, I just fucking murdered Geet. I'm sorry. I just fucking murdered your team. And I think every single player on my roster scored more than 14 points. And when Jonathan Taylor is my lowest scoring player with 14 points, you have a problem. Geet, I'm sorry. Like, you did have a good week. On paper, you had a great week. I was surprised to see the effort out of your boys, but sorry, pal. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to glaze my team. I don't want to get too carried away, but I just dominated. So
Key player here is Jake Ferg. What can you say? I mean, he's not even in the top three there, but tight end one. I mean, I'm just speechless by that. Congrats to you slash him, I guess. That's pretty crazy. I was dogging on you for saying for picking up Jake Ferg. Tight end one. Good stuff. I mean, Javante, solid, obviously. And then Jordan Addison, I mean, getting that production out of your flex, that's just going to carry you. But better yet, I mean, Puka and Justin Fields. Justin Fields is maybe the worst quarterback ever in real life, but for this, he can run you the ball. Puka gets found like every other play. So great job picking him in this league and across all of our other leagues we share. Not bad from Geet, like you said. I mean, you don't see the win here, but decent points for that'll come and play later. So not nothing, although a little bit disappointing. Big week from
yeah,
Stafford, so you like to see that from his only quarterback.
I will say one last thing on this because I want to move it along. Like, this is the first time Stafford and probably the only time he's going to come close to 30 points, and it's against me. So I'm sorry, Geet. Like, this in my eyes, this is payback for the Dynasty League that we're in together, where you get Christmas, so now I get my Christmas. It's balanced. That's all I got to say about it. I mean, again, I want to go through. I mean, Achan, great. Bijan, outstanding. Garrett Wilson, 20 points. Like, that's yummy as fuck. I mean, Waddle, I mean, he sucks, but I mean, in the next couple of weeks, he's probably going to be really good. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, Pollard, whatever. I mean, the dude gets like 35 billion touches a game. He just needs to find the end zone. If he can score a touchdown a game, he's going to be a good RB2. Keenan Allen, just unfortunate because the Chargers offense just decided to not show up on Sunday. So, and then just Jerry Judy, man, I still don't understand how he's warranted to start when you got guys like Walker and Hollywood Brown on your bench. But regardless, good points for. Sorry I kicked your ass. Let's move on. Eric versus Hutz. I mean, I believe when I first checked it, like before the week started, Eric was favored by 6.5 points. And like right at the noon slate started, he was like had like a 75% chance of winning. And then like within an hour after that, Hutch just took it all away and pulled away. Like um Mahomes, I mean, that dude's welcome back to fantasy. Mahomes, like that's awesome. You love to see it. Gibbs, I mean, down week for him, but in reality, 18 points is gonna get the job done. Mr. No Talent Cam Scadaboo. That dude's going to be probably a RB2 for the rest of the year. Adams, welcome. McMillan, mid. Kelsey, terrorism. I mean, less than 10 points, but still. I feel bad for you, though, Hutz, because Tyreek Hill finally was going off, like finally having a good week, and then his knee just explodes and is left in Miami. So, but overall, it's good enough to get a job done. Let's look at Eric's team. I mean, like this is what we tried to warn you about, man. Again, like David Montgomery, 1.2 points. Like Sam Laporta, 6.9 points. Like if they're not fucking giving these guys the ball, you got a problem. Like that's what killed you. I mean, Montgomery went from being on the toppest, like the tallest mountain ever, just under 30 points last week to 1.2. Like it's boomer bust from that guy going forward. You got to be able to monitor that. I will say though, you were fucking smart as hell and got Warren out of your lineup because that would have been even worse. But I don't know how it's that much better when Monty has 1.2. Just unfortunate out of you, Eric. Like, just no one decided to show up. Like Kyron, he's been playing bad. Kincaid, I mean, I still don't understand how he's your flex, but honestly, it was probably the best thing that could have happened to you. Nico, the Texans offense sucks. I would have never told you that Nico Collins is receiver 22. Like that's a joke. I feel bad, but just an average matchup here. I'm sorry I keep talking, but that's just what it is. Congrats to Huts. Sorry, Eric.
I don't know how Laporta is playing when Kincaid is there. I mean, I think Kincaid needs to be in the tight end spot. Who
Mhm.
knows who's going to fill in the flex? Maybe Golden. He's finally starting to see some production. Otherwise, that bench is honestly pretty disgusting. I can't lie. If you
Mhm.
take a look at it, it's pretty loose points over there. So I think that's a red flag. Montgomery's kind of a red flag because not many other running backs. I guess there's Warren, but who knows how long he'll be out for. Couple red flags here. I'd like to see some more action from Eric. So we'll see what he can do. But some highlights still. Bo Nix and Jordan Love, more than 50 points. That's what we had kind of
Mhm.
mentioned preseason. Good production from Nix finally. I mean, just to highlight the flex again, gross. Trey Tucker, I get it. He just had 40 points, but that's probably the only time that's ever going to happen. So probably need to make a couple moves. You mentioned it, Collins. That Texans team is just terrible. So some highlights, but some concerns for sure. Cam Scattaboo, one of the most talented guys on the Giants right now. Keyword there is talent.
He is.
So good for Huts.
Yeah, I mean, I will say about Matthew Golden, like last week or yeah, week 4 is probably going to be his best matchup to score because it's Dallas defense and they're fucking awful. I mean, the best thing you got next, I guess, is Cincinnati week 6. But outside of that, I mean, you play it's going to be tough for him to produce. So, I mean, I guess you could try to put him in the flex, see what happens again. But he's not worth Bijan, bro. Like we gotta figure that out still. But Huts, I mean, this is what I was talking about, like the bench points. Like Woody Marks had almost 30 points. He's probably going to be the lead back in Houston because Mixon and Chubb are just a retirement home now. Tua, gross. I mean, he still had a good week. Goddard, bro, like that dude needs to probably play over Kelsey going forward. Huts, like, I'm sorry. Like we try to tell you, even the Chiefs fan on the other side of the screen is trying to tell you guys that Kelsey's fucking terrible this year. Goddard is a dog. I mean, dude's gonna score a touchdown and be a red zone threat if they're not on the 1 yard line going forward. And then the one week you do bench Shakir, I mean, please keep him benched still, but he had 18 points. Like, do keep him benched, but I mean, it's just unfortunate. But congrats to you, Huts. I mean, welcome to the playoffs, bro. Like, welcome, man. Like, here we go. This is what we wanted out of you all the last 3 years you've been in this league. Like, come make some noise. Come fuck shit up, man. Eric, I'm sorry. Like, you still got a great team. Just bad week for you. So, last and final matchup.
Game of the week.
Krana. Yeah, this right here is probably the front runner and probably going to win nail biter of the year for TBN honors. I mean, this matchup was fucking awesome Sunday night. That's what it all came down to. I mean, early start for Krana at the beginning of the day. Like I think he had over like 35 points on Ashton, going into the afternoon slate if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, what a fucking job out of Ashang. This is what we've been talking about all fucking year. the most unlucky team on the planet. It's so good. Even after all the trades you just went through, it's still a playoff team in my eyes if you can keep stringing wins together. I mean, George Pickens, man, what a fucking night out of that guy. I mean, that guy right there won you the matchup. It was him. He's the whole reason you're even there. I mean, obviously CMC, that dude's. I mean, no one needs to know about him. I mean, everyone knows who he is. I mean, that's 25 points every week without even thinking. So, I mean, even your quarterbacks had a bad week on paper. Like Baker, like 18 points out of him isn't what you want. So, but Daniel Jones, like no one would have thought he would have 2 picks. I mean, back to reality, he goes. I mean, one of them was Adonai Mitchell being a fucking bomb. So that's bad, but great week out of you, Ashton. Like, I love it. And just a worse week out of you, Crana. I'm sorry. Like, just super unfortunate, but just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So good job, Ashton. I'm actually very happy for you.
Yeah, you hit all the good parts there. Not too much negative. It was such a great matchup. But I guess if you want to be picky, Lad McConkey,
Mhm.
wow. Wide receiver, not even 50. That dude has to go. I mean, Quinn Johnson and Keenan Allen are kicking ass right now, averaging like 50 points between them or something.
Mhm.
Has to go, at least until he proves otherwise. I would throw Worthy in that spot. I don't know, for flex. I want to keep starting Romeo Dobbs, who's going to get him 3 touchdowns every week. That's just unreal. But Lad McConkey, you have to get him out of there. Otherwise, great stuff across the board. That was such a great matchup. It kept going back and forth, less than a point to decide it. So
Mhm.
that was awesome. Congrats to Ashton. I just looked. He has the fourth most points for,
Yep.
and he's in 10th place, I believe, officially.
Yep.
So if he can keep it up, he'll be fine, but it's just crazy. So 1 and 3, back in the win column.
It's just what you want, finally struck gold. I mean, like if he can go like 2 games above 500 the rest of the way, he'll probably find a way into the playoffs. Not sure how that's going to work out. I'll make a video on it in a couple weeks after week seven's done, the bracketology, but just one hell of a matchup. I mean, this one's going to go down for TBN honors and probably one of the front runners for best matchup all time in the league. So good stuff, gentlemen. All right, into the nitty gritty shit. League standings. Take a look. Some things to highlight here. Coming into this week, there was 7 teams 2-1, and now there's 3 teams that are 3-1, and one of them is very fraudulent. That we said. Sorry, Erks. It's just truth. Um, 3 teams are 1-3. Welcome to fantasy football, Ashton. You need to fucking figure it out. Like, look at your playoff percentage, bro. 15%. Like, it's week 4 and you have a 15% chance. I mean, I know ESPN's really awesome. These numbers really aren't accurate for the next 5 more weeks, I would even say. But just good stuff, gentlemen. This is what you want to see. Pretty even all around. So, projected playoff bracket. I'm at 1, Who's at 2, Geet at 3 just because of the division, Eric's at 4, and then Eric 5, Hut 6. I mean, just better than last week, I'll tell you that, but it's still not, what's probably going to happen. But whatever. Congrats to everybody that's on this list, I guess. So ESPN rankings, they have me at 1, bumped up 7. Who's at 2, Eric's at 3, which again, like, welcome to ESPN, guys. Hut's at 4, like, somewhat justifiable, but I don't like it. Geet at 5, whatever, man. Paul at 2, Eric at 7, like, or Paul at 6. Wow, sorry, I read that wrong. I read the record.
I
Eric
wish.
at 7. Yeah, sorry. I'm having a stroke. I'm watching playoff baseball, guys. That's me. But Kren at 8, like, welcome back to reality, bud. But it just feel bad you had a bad week. Ashton at 9, Like Ashton's at 9 according to ESPN. Like he should be fucking 4 through 6 range, but nine's good enough just because record. Berg 10, play a better defense guy. Keaton 11. I mean, make a fucking another move, dude. Kind, that's where you have to be. Like that's the only spot you can be. So my rankings, I have Hoos at 1, myself at 2. I have Dylan at 3 just because of the record. That's the only reason I could do it. Paul at 4, only reason that is because head to head. Eric at 5, because I still believe his team is going to be good. Like he does have the top end talent, but we'll have to see if the lines continue to suck and Nico continues to suck, you'll be going down for sure. Berg at 6, I still believe his team is very good, even with what happened to Neighbors. I mean, as long as he doesn't start Ridley and Cam Ward, I mean, he'll be okay. So, Huts at 7. This is what I really wanted to talk about. I don't think people realize how like overall pretty good his team is, even with what happened to Tyreek. Like his bench produces every single week. He just needs to set his lineup the right way. Like that's the one thing that he's not good at all. You just need to like look at the matchups and set your lineup right because you got a really good team. I know we were dogging on you preseason a couple weeks ago, but it's very good. You could make the playoffs if you fucking stop smoking weed and figure it out, bud. But Keaton, I got you at 8. I people aren't gonna like it, but you still it's a team. It's the same reason for Huts. Like set the lineup the right way, you'll be fine. Heat back to reality. I mean, good points for, but that's not a playoff team. Ashton, I mean, right now you're 10 just because record and just unluckiness. We'll see if that continues. Cranup again, reality sets in. Like this is where you guys are probably going to be, and then Kine. Like there's you started at 1 and now you're at 12. Like I don't know what else to say. Your team's fucking awful. Make a move. Trade Allen. Stop talking about it. Put money where your mouth is and make it happen, guy. So that's what I got for the rankings as of today. So and last and final thing, the week 5 outlook. Interesting matchups this week. We got some projected playoffs per se. In my standings, who's first Paul next week? That's going to be a fucking good one. Both teams have some bye week troubles, so we'll see how that goes. Then Dylan versus Geet, according to ESPN, those are playoff teams. So we'll see how that goes. Again, bye week start. If everyone can read the second one, we'll see how people decide to set their lineups and go from there. And then I put a little Kynes team thing here. Will it recover? Probably not. Preseason favorite continues to struggle. I don't know if you have any thoughts on this, but I don't think he can get out of this hole at all.
It's going to take a big package for Josh Allen. I mean, that lineup outside of him is awful. The bench is not good. So I personally have zero belief. Maybe something can happen, but Josh Allen has to go.
Before I go into the last little bit here, I wanted to get some input from you on how do you think you're going to fare against Hoos and that matchup with you and Hoos should be a playoff matchup in the future. I wanted to see how you get your take on it. I think you're favored or Hoos is favored slightly. I don't know, but that's going to be a good one.
I think the flexes are going to be the difference. I mean, I have some decent guys. I think Olave is a good piece to have because the Saints are terrible, but that just
Mhm.
means they're going to be passing coming from behind. So I'm
Right.
going to keep him there. If Keon Coleman can finally step up, maybe in a primetime game,
Mhm.
maybe. Otherwise, if they don't give me much, I don't like my chances.
Right.
Gino's kind of hit or miss every other week. So I think I'm going to need my lower end guys. I like my big four, as I said earlier, but
Mhm.
if I can't get anything from the rest of my crew, I don't like my chances.
The one thing I will say is since Lamar's out, I think it's probably going to be a really 50-50 shot here. Like it could go either way. But you hit everything I was going to say about it. The flexes are what's going to come down to it. And if fucking Genty has another Christmas coming game, we'll see how that is. But some good matchups next week. I mean, I'll obviously recap it, but everyone can look at their schedules. It's going to be a fun one. But to conclude, we're over a quarter of the way done, gentlemen, if you can believe it. Like we're already a fourth done. Like who's gonna stay ahead, who's gonna fall behind, and who has a rabbit in their hat still. I think the rabbit is in Ashton's hands. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But I love how TBN's going this year, gentlemen. I love everything that's going on. I really appreciate Paul coming on here. Another great video. We'll see how week 5 goes, but that's what we got, gentlemen. Good night, everybody.